welcome to episode 13 of the Sports Car Talk Show. I'm Kevin, this is Lauren.
Hey everybody, today is supposed to be Wednesday's WoWs. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you guys got to be jacked. Tomorrow is the NFL Kickoff, so today we're going to finish up the North Division and do a Rushmore segment on another one of my most hated teams, the Green Bay Packers.
Yes. Not only is it the opening kickoff of football, it's the opening of the I'm going to kick your in fantasy.
Oh, gosh, dude,
I'll keep it G-rated.
Come on, man.
You still got to come up with how you're going to lose to me to wear the gear.
It doesn't matter what we do. I'm going to lose to you during the season, but where's that championship trophy of ours? You've hidden it from me.
I did.
Okay, so anyway,
as much fun as we have with that, we are for the first time ever sharing a team.
Yep,
Yeah.
we joined forces and joined a league. One of the guys that's joined both of our leagues asked us to join one of his. He needed a 12th team. We said, yeah, we'll do it. So, we're going to be fighting over roster spots.
Right. No, not so much. I'm pretty much just going to the draft with you. You can manage the team.
Okay.
Most likely.
Well, don't be disappointed if I get Delvin and Kirk Cousins on that team.
Yeah, I'm sure. And the Viking. No, there's another guy in there that's even a little bit more than you. Sean with the Thielen, Diggs, Vikings defense, Mattinson.
He let me take Delvin and Kirk though in the
he just took everybody else. So.
Yeah, he took everybody else.
Cool, man. Should we jump into the Packers then? I guess.
No, I like talking about the Vikings.
I know. I know. We got to do it though. It's the Mount Rushmore for the Packers. So
yeah, and
I think you might end up. Well, we'll save it till we get to him.
Yeah. Well, anyways, another just storied franchise. Them along with Monday's Mount Rushmore, our actual Monday's Mount Rushmore, the Bears.
Right.
Two of the most storied franchises in the history of the NFL, and they're kicking off our 100th year of NFL football. So, another just amazing history for a team here.
Right.
And our first honorable mention. I love this guy, Reggie White, until he became a Packer.
Right.
He played for the Packers, though, from 92 to 98, was instrumental in the Super Bowl 31 championship, which I believe was 96.
Sounds right.
Yep. And he left the Eagles kind of when free agency first got rolling and is still considered one of the greatest free agent signings ever. Why did he have to go to the Packers?
Right. Oh, man.
Do you know that Reggie White had 21 sacks in the 1987 strike-shortened season with only 13 games?
That's crazy.
I mean, Reggie White, quite honestly, he's not on the Packers' Mount Rushmore because he probably will, I'm guessing, end up on our Eagles Mount Rushmore, but he split his time between two teams, and as far as careers go, he's almost one of those guys that you got to consider as an all-time NFL Mount Rushmore.
Right, for sure. We'll just jump into the next honorable mention, and it's Aaron Rodgers. I didn't even really put a whole lot on there. He's still playing, obviously. You know, he's as much as we despise him, he's a pretty good guy, pretty good quarterback, I guess.
Yes, he is. Yeah. So long as he's on the field, the Packers got a chance to win.
Right. So I really, I didn't write down too much. I mean, everybody knows who Aaron Rodgers is.
Yeah, well, you can't write down too much of what he's done because he's not done doing it.
Right. Yeah. So you want to jump into the next?
Yeah. And this guy, honestly, whenever you think about the Packers, this is a guy that automatically came to mind for me as far as being on the Mount Rushmore. Mm-hmm. He should be on the Mount Rushmore. It's Paul Hornung, the Golden Boy. I remember hearing that. I mean, that's a pretty famous nickname of his. He played for the Packers from 57 to 66. He was part of the first Super Bowl championship team and was part of 4 NFL championships before that. They call Green Bay Titletown for a reason.
Right.
They were monsters in the 60s. He was the first NFL player to win the Heisman Trophy, be the first overall pick of the NFL draft, win the NFL MVP, and be inducted into both the professional and the college football Hall of Fame. It's kind of crazy how he's kind of gotten lost. You know, you don't hear him being mentioned a lot, but Paul Hornung was... I know in the 80s, Paul Hornung's name was mentioned a heck of a lot more than it is nowadays. Mm-hmm. He should be on this Mount Rushmore, but there's a lot of great Packers.
Yeah, and that was same thing with Monday with the Bears. You know, they're storied franchises. There's going to be people that definitely could be on there, but you know, this is kind of what we decided.
Yeah, this is what we decided.
Yeah.
And what we decide is final.
Well, mostly, you know, nobody to combat us on that. So.
Well, if people would comment, they could combat us.
Yeah. You're just shooting for that, aren't you?
Yeah.
So we'll jump into the Mount Rushmore then.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, our Mount Rushmore. So you want me to start?
I'll start.
You want to start? Okay.
Ray Nitschke, man. He played his entire season, 15 years with the Packers, part of 5 NFL championships, Super Bowl 1 and 2 winner, known as one of the hardest hitting linebackers of all time. I feel like all these guys in those days were...
Right.
You know, we talked about Butkus, now we're talking about Nitschke.
I remember reading about one of the... I can't remember which guy I was reading about, but they're like, you got to remember, this is back in the day where... this is what they did, you know, and if they got hurt, they just, one of them described it as just knocking their knee back into place and running back out there, you know?
I know. You hear about these dudes, like the guys nowadays, you hear about them having a little, do you hear about like toe injuries and stuff like that, or broken fingers, or these guys just played and they hit each other hard.
Right.
And I mean, but they were trying to bring home the bacon back rather than, you know, these zillion-dollar contracts that we have nowadays.
Right.
But yeah. I mean, Ray Nitschke, man, when you hear about the Packers, you hear about Ray Nitschke.
Right. Yeah, and he was part of the 1960s All-Decade team too.
Yep. That automatic, you know, that's the all-time greats kind of players get named to those all-decade teams.
All-decade teams, yeah.
Yep.
The next guy, I was real interested when I started reading about him, and I think I kind of just pushed him into the Mount Rushmore, and it's Don Hutson, and he's this one might not stand. It's a little tall. Hall of Fame class of '63. Played for the Packers from 33 to 45, 3-time NFL champion, 2-time MVP. Led the league in receiving yards and receptions multiple times in his career. And this just blew me away. He also played defense and led the league in interceptions in 1940. So not only is he a unbelievable receiver, but he also played defense and led the league in interceptions. He
was like the original receiver. Like if you read about things he was Randy Moss before Randy Moss. I feel like he had more receiving yards himself than some other teams had as a whole team.
Yeah. They were saying, I think they said some of the route trees ran today are based off of some of the stuff that he did. So
whenever you talk about, like, whenever I actually look at top 20 receivers of all time and they count them down and you see Randy Moss and Jerry Rice near the top, Hudson to me should be in that conversation as one of the greatest receiver of all time. What he did, you know, during his, you know, he was just an absolutely amazing player and definitely deserving of the Packers Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. And I thought it was cool too. His number 14 was the first ever retired by the Packers.
That's crazy.
So there's been a lot of players that
Yep.
were probably deserving it, but his was the first ever. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And there's a book, I should have grabbed the book, but I'm pretty sure he went on to do some business books and stuff. And there's a book that I really like. I think he did it with Charlie Tremendous Jones. I want to say, I hope I'm not misspeaking here, but it was a really good book.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not only an awesome football player, but a smart guy on top of it all.
And I sure hope I'm not wrong on this, but when I pulled up his name, that book popped up. I'm like, hey, I read that book.
Oh, wow.
So I thought that was pretty cool. So
that's hard to believe that a Packer would be smart.
You're just shooting for some comments, aren't you?
Bring it.
You want to jump into the next one there?
The next guy on the Mount Rushmore doesn't really need no introduction. It's Bart Starr. Gosh, man. The first 2 Super Bowls he was the MVP of. He's a 5-time NFL champion. All these guys, 5-time NFL champions.
Yeah.
But he's 4-time Pro Bowler. He was the MVP in 1966. Way too many more highlights and awards to mention. But yeah, Bart Starr, to me, I mean, that name is held in reverence,
Yeah, for sure, man.
All-time great. No, another. Do we have a player that I've actually watched? No, I haven't actually watched any of these guys play.
No, but that's what's cool about doing this. Learning about them and you knew Bart Starr was a big name, but then you started going into you're like, oh my goodness, like the awards and the accolades and the obviously he belongs on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, yep, and wow. And that's what's been really fun about doing this segment is going back into the history of these teams.
Right.
And if you're a fan of these teams, you should go back and check out your history and pick up really cool cards.
Yeah.
Of these players. It's really cool to get a RPA of the new generation of players, but picking up these old cards too is really cool.
Cool, man. So I think we're down to the last one for the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
And we can actually say we've seen this player play.
Yes, we have seen this guy play.
Yeah. And you go ahead.
Oh, man. Hated this guy. Brett Favre. Played for the Packers from 92 to 2007. Talked about retiring several times. I enjoyed those years immensely watching Packers fans suffer through Brett Favre's endless contemplations. But he also was part of that Super Bowl championship that Reggie White was part of, Super Bowl 31 in 1996. 11-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, most valuable player, 95, 96, 97. Mm-hmm. Most starts, most consecutive starts, 297. And just when he retired, he owned every single passing record possible, including interceptions. But I mean, when you play that many games, play for that long, you're gonna probably own that record too.
Right.
And
and when you're at most pass attempts, I mean, it's gonna happen.
But I mean, Brett Favre, the gunslinger, when he came to the Vikings in
maybe you want to Oh, okay. Sorry.
2009. I watched this guy for 17 years and hated him. And when he came to the Vikings, I fell in love with the guy. How could you not? The way he played the game. I remember a time, me and my kid were watching a game, and he threw a touchdown, and we both looked at each other, because the look on his face reminded us of my son's little half brother, who's 2 years old. Just the childish joy on Brett Favre's face. He played the game because he loved it. But I honestly gotta say that Brett looked a hell of a lot better in The purple and gold.
You've been waiting all episode.
Oh, I have. And you know what? I can't even imagine. You know, Brett only won one Super Bowl. Can you imagine how many Super Bowls he would have won if he was with the Vikings?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I mean, everybody who's watched football for the last 10, 15, 20 years knows who Brett Favre is and how great he was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably got sick and tired of John Madden blabbering all over Brett Favre. But yeah, Brett Favre, definitely a part of the Packers' Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll do a little rundown, and then I think you got a pretty good package.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the Mount Rushmore recap, Ray Nitschke, Don Hudson, Bart Starr, and of course, Brett Favre.
Now, if you guys haven't noticed during our segments, you might think that we should have Vince Lombardi on here.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I skipped over that.
Yeah. And Curly Lambeau. Both these people, we hold a different spot for them, and they're the faces of the franchise. So these guys would be on Mount Rushmore out in South Dakota. These guys, Vince Lombardi, Curly Lambeau, they'd be like the Queen Victoria and be on every single piece of currency
right
that the country would print. So yeah, don't think we forgot about Vince and Curly.
That's more of the face of the franchise, I think.
Yeah, face of the franchise. Yeah, and I mean, if you watch old NFL films, you know, I've seen Vince. I don't know a heck of a lot about Curly Lambeau, but if you got a stadium named after you, you gotta be a face of the franchise, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Are you ready for my package?
Yeah, let's grab that.
I'm pretty excited about this package. I think you'll enjoy it.
I can imagine.
And it's last on actual Monday's Mount Rushmore, I had mail, during mail segment, we did not get one of these guys' cards. One of this guy's cards, which is a rarity.
You're opening a box, you're saying one guy's card?
Yeah. I don't know if I should go through these or not. They're in team bags, so maybe I'll just show you a couple. We got it. This is awesome too, because these are all penny sleeved in these things.
Oh, okay, penny sleeved on top of it. Oh, I see the number. Is this all of him?
Yeah.
Dude, a whole box of them?
Dude, when this guy comes back, whenever Drew Brees retires, I'm gonna be in the money. In the money. It's good old Teddy.
Yes.
Teddy Bridgewater. And I got a bunch of rookie cards.
Oh, yeah.
Bunch of rookie cards. That's not a rookie card, but I really like.
Oh, the Top Spire.
I like that Top Spire, the foil one.
Yeah.
Which is really look at that one right there.
Oh, yeah.
We got to blast through at least a couple of these team bags.
Sure, man. Yeah,
I really like the acetate card.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a rookie card either, but
those are nice.
Yeah, I was pretty jacked to win this lot of cards.
Yeah, man, you could pick out a few and we'll throw a few up
Yeah,
there.
we'll just throw a couple up there.
Yeah.
I'll just blow through it. Anyways, yeah, this is a lot. Is like 200 plus Teddy Bridgewater cards. So these are going home and going in my Teddy Bridgewater box. I think that's a gold parallel. I don't know if we'll take a picture of that one or not.
Sure.
Maybe find a better card. There's another one of those foils.
Yeah, man, I think you go through and pick out a few and we'll post a bunch. Or I'll put up a bunch on the
I really like the museum collection rookie card.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, I really like. But yeah, oh man, dude, Teddy. Maybe we just will share a few Teddy cards every single episode from here on out.
Well, I'm guessing with your mealtime, it won't be hard.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I won a Teddy Bridgewater card last night.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. I like that Topps big card there. I might already... Oh, there's another one.
I think the other one was an Alan Ginter or whatever. The Goodwin Champions.
Yeah, I actually don't have that Alan Ginter. I've never even seen that Alan Ginter card before.
Cool, man. Awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty... when I saw this box, I was like, oh, I can't wait to open this on air. Lots of cool cards, though. A lot of rookie cards.
Yeah.
A lot of rookie cards. Probably more rookie cards than there's not. But, yeah. Well... You think that's...
Brings another episode.
Yeah. I'm not going to go through all those.
Yeah, but we'll pick out some and we'll put it up.
Yeah,
put up
yeah.
a few, yeah.
Yeah, so...
and, you can always throw it up on our Instagram, too,
Yeah, we can do that for sure.
Yeah.
But, oh, man, dude. We're done. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow is kickoff.
Yes.
It's that time of the year, man. I'm so excited. Been waiting way too long.
Yep.
This is the year that the Vikings are going to win it all. Starting on Thursday.
All right.
Who do you think is going to win, by the way? Packers or Bears? Do we know where the game is?
I'm not sure. I think it's. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure. We're real excited.
I'm not really sure either because I don't really care. I want, quite honestly, I am pulling for the Packers a little bit because the Vikings play them the following week.
Right. I actually think the Bears are going to win, but
I do too.
Like we said earlier, with Rodgers on the field, you just can't count him out.
Right. I mean, last year the Bears were kicking their ass and Rodgers left and with an injury of some sort, which I think was just a bunch of BS because then he came out and led him back to victory. I think he was playing possum there.
Yeah.
Good old Aaron Rodgers tricking the Bears into thinking he was gone and then pulled the rabbit out of his hat.
Well, cool, man. And next week we'll bring the Wednesday WoWs back.
Oh, yeah. I'm really, really... The Packers replaced Wednesday's WoWs, really.
I know. I can't believe it.
Oh.
Well, that'll do it for this episode. And Skull Brothers saying we're out.
We're out.